So welcome back to the history of Las Vegas hotels, and today I'm going to talk about the new frontier, or whatever you called it. So when the frontier started, it started off as the property started off as a nightclub called Paradise, not Paradise, Paradise. That opened in 1930. Hold on, sorry, the phone just rang in my house. So we were at the Paradise, yes. It opened in 1930, and then the Ambassador nightclub in 1936, and was renamed the 91 Club in 39 for its location on the US 91. It was subsequently rebuilt and renamed the Hotel Last Frontier in 1942. On April 4th, 1955, it was renamed the New Frontier following a modernization of the resort. Excuse me. The resort had the distinction of hosting Elvis Presley's first Las Vegas appearance in '56, and the final performance to Diana Ross and the Supremes on January 14th in 1970. In the '50s and '60s, the New Frontier went through a succession of owners and operators. In '66 and '67, by the time which it had been renamed the Frontier, the casino had secret ownership interests by Anthony Joseph Zerini and Michael Felizi, two high-ranking members of the Detroit Mafia family, according to the Boardwalk Jungle by Oman Damares, Emprise Corporation, not Delaware North Companies. In 1971, a federal trial in Los Angeles found Zerlini and four other people along with Enterprise guilty of concealing their interest in the casino. On September 2nd, 1967, the hotel was purchased for about $14 million by businessman Howard Hughes. Hughes purchased the resort from the previous owners, which had also included Steve Wynn with a 5% interest in one of his early ventures when he first moved to the Las Vegas area. He didn't know. Wynn indicated he did not know that the other owners had mob connections. In 1988, Margaret E. Gray bought the Frontier from the late Howard Hughes company, Summa Corp. She had been the previous part owner of the Pioneer Club Las Vegas and Pioneer Hotel and Gambling Hall in Longton. She closed the showroom, which had featured Siegfried and Roy, and scaled down much of the hotel. In September 1991, union workers began a strike at the hotel, which lasted for years. Developer Phil Ruffin bought the resort in 1988 from the embattled owner and her two sons. In 1999, the resort was changed back to the New Frontier. Information about the strike. From September 21st, 1991 until February 1st, 1988, so this was about 7 years long, members of the Culinary Workers Union Local 226 in Las Vegas staged a strike against the New Frontier and the owners. A settlement was reached on October 28, 1997, when Ruffin announced he had purchased the Frontier from the owners for $165 million. The strike ended when he officially took possession. According to an article in the Las Vegas Sun, the following events occurred during the strike. 17 strikers died, 106 babies were born. The dunes, landmarks, sands, and hacienda were closed and imploded. More than 21,340 rooms were constructed on the Vegas Strip. Construction on an additional 19,000 was started. 235 of the original 550 strikers had walked the line in shifts, manned 24 hours a day. In 2000, Ruffin announced plans to raise or destroy the current location, replace it with the mega resort with the San Francisco theme, but high interest rates and the September 11th attacks scuttled those plans. Mr. Donald Trump, who is currently running for president, in partnership with Ruffin, built a high luxury hotel condominium on some of its property, named the Trump Hotel Las Vegas. The project was announced in 2004 and opened in 2008. In March 2005, with Las Vegas fortune on the rise, Ruffin announced plans to demolish the current facility and replace it with a new resort with 3,000 rooms. The $2 billion I can't pronounce that, resort was to be funded by him with no partners. The name came from the famed Switzerland resort, which sponsors the yearly jazz festival. The upscale 2,750 resort room was intended to compete with the Mirage in the Paris, Las Vegas. It was to use jazz music as a draw. Ruffin said, "We really don't have a strip casino that advertises good music, good jazz music. A second jazz festival could have been a yearly event at the resort." Apparently, the resort was going to feature a 500-foot tall Ferris wheel similar to the famous London Eye. On May 15th, Elad Properties announced plans to purchase the New Frontier for $1.2 billion. Elad, which also owns the Plaza Hotel in New York City, intended to demolish the New Frontier and replace it with a replica called the Las Vegas Plaza. So now we're hitting 2007. The New Frontier closed its doors at midnight on July 16th. How can I not pronounce July? And was demolished by implosion on November 13th, causing construction and controlled demolition, Inc. The Auditorium Tower, or the one that was the latest tower to be built, was imploded with over 1,000 pounds of explosives. The demolition and its preparation were filmed for the National Geographic Channel in a program called Blowdown Vegas Casino. The hotel's marquee, or the sign, remained standing until the 10th of December 2008 when it was taken down by the request of Steve Wynn prior to opening his Encore Las Vegas across the street. The Plaza project was canceled around November 2011. Wynn stated he would not bail out the project and blamed the failure on the development of the developer and for paying too much on property. 2014, Crown Resorts and Oak Tree Capital Management announced the acquisition of the property intent to beginning in 2015. On June 26, 2015, Crown Resorts officially announced a new hotel called Elan Las Vegas will be located on the site soon. So then the age of the towers. The Auditorium Tower only lasted 18 years. Built in 89 and imploded in 07. The other two towers were built in 67 and were dismantled by July 2008. And this was, there's tons of videos of it online of the implosion, but, and that's it. I guess this episode will be known as the New Frontier and the Trump Hotel, because it's all in with this same video. So, I guess that's what I'm going to name it. Well, thanks for watching this, or listening to this. Actually, you can't see anything right now. And you won't, probably. Well, like I said, thanks for watching, and I will also record the Aladdin one, too. And no, I'm not talking about the new Aladdin, the one that became the oh, actually I might talk about it, but we'll discuss that in a little bit. So, have fun. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.